Dominoes have fallen, we can't go back to beginning. This existential crisis, the reason I cannot keep competing and keep on living. So it's back against the world, seeing all your value once you dealt with all the dirt. Backing up slowly from these diamonds and pearls, quote unquote. Alright gang, look, coming live at you right now. Well, not live, niggas, pre-recorded obviously. I hope I'm not clipping too much. Pre-recorded obviously to come let you know, man, that obviously, you know what I'm saying, you are going to get to a point where you'll have to leave no stone unturned, bro. Boom. You'll have to leave no stone unturned at a certain point in your life, bro. You're gonna have to try everything. It may not be in a specific area. So for example, like you may be somebody who goes throughout like a majority of your life, right, being confused what career to get into, for example. You see what I mean? You may have to try a whole bunch of career paths, a whole bunch of career options. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe your heart really lies in the idea of you having something that you're pushing, you know what I'm saying, in front of everybody. That's okay to have those kind of ambitions, inclinations, or whatever. So now, in your case, you're gonna have to leave no stone unturned. Try everything, bruh. Even like if it means getting to OnlyFans. Nah, I'm not encouraging that though. I'm not encouraging that, but I feel like that's where we even see the whole idea of people that you may not even expect getting into OnlyFans. Look at Daphne Joy. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is her no stone unturned version of her trying out some shit. You know what I'm saying? At some career paths. Y'all saw what she got into, especially after, you know, the leaking of the Diddy tape and everything like that. Again, for adults only, please. That shit is not safe for work, kids. But anyway, right, the whole idea of leaving no stone unturned. I got my sister here, Natasha Teresa, right? I think that's how you say it, Natasha Teresa. So yeah, I found some courage in leaving no stone unturned, trying out every option, because I'm part of the pocket of people that I'm willing to leave no stone unturned in terms of maximizing, you know what I'm saying? Maximizing the benefit of the kind of material world that I can build for myself. I don't know if that's a little too deep for people, but just like my life experience, you know what I'm saying? I want to make the most out of it. I know this applies to a whole bunch of people, maybe most people. We all want to make the most out of our lives materialistically too, and that's fine too. You know what I'm saying? Materialistically and things like that. But I see now the idea that it's not for everybody to have the whole world, right? It's not for everybody to have everything in the world. So what an upscaling of your material or whatever may not be the answer for everybody. So getting more things, getting more money, you know what I'm saying, may not be the answer for everybody, because I don't think in that there's enough resource or material or whatever capacity for you know, to go around for everybody to have some, but not for everybody to have everything. I hope that one is understood. There's enough material, resource, money, whatever in the world to take care of everybody. There's enough to go around for everybody to have some, but there's not. I don't believe there's enough for everybody to have everything, right? So now, my whole leaving no stone unturned, you may have to try the minimalistic route. And why I'm bringing this video up, she's a lady that's big on Japanese futons. Hold on. Japanese futons, right? Floor futons. Let me bring them up. Japanese. Let me do the ones that she's in. Floor futons. Okay. Right? It's like this, bro. You know what I'm saying? So these are the futons. I'm actually bringing this shit up right now. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Not like I did any prior, like, looking them up, but... Oh yeah, shit like that. So basically, I'm bringing it up, ladies and gentlemen. I want to get rid of my bed, gang. I want to get rid of my bed, bro. Because me, bro, I'm I'm like kind of valuing the idea of less baggage, gang. Like wherever I'm at, just like less baggage, having less, you know what I'm saying? Like less of the things that may take up most of my space. You see what I'm saying? But still, again, that whole expression, make the most out of my life experience, right? By having less, the minimalistic, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, I mean, I have my whole visions, my whole POV on how I, as per the position of where I'm at, how to, maximize um my space, maximize my capacity so that I can bring in more things, right? Bigger things, bigger bed, whatever. But like there's a cap to my capacity to have a bigger bed, for example, right? When we consider the space within which you live. You know what I'm saying? Two room, maybe a flat, like apartment space. You know what I'm saying? A runyana, you know what I'm saying? Like a single room. Like there's people like out here renting single rooms and things like so. Like you have to consider things like that to maybe get, I don't know, what is that, double door fridge instead of like a bar fridge, because that's what is enough for your space. You know what I'm saying? So the necessary direction for a person like that is to maybe maximize your space first, like upscale your space first before we get bigger things, right? So those things make sense. But let's say upscaling your space, you may not afford that. You may afford a double, a queen size bed or whatever, but like your room can't. You see what I'm saying? But when we're talking about the room, the space that you stay in, you cannot afford to get into maybe a whole home, right? So that you can have as many queen size beds as you want. So that's the whole idea that I'm talking about. Like you may have a limited life experience, but you still want to maximize on that. Maybe minimalism, maybe the answer. That's where I'm going with this. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to work with my own limitations, and that's okay too. Moral of the story, why we gathered here today. Okay, it's fine. So that's why I was looking at futons. Japanese futons. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen some that may just be a little comfortable. Oh my god, I just realized I kicked, or I was like fidgeting with my foot with the cable. With the cable on my XLR. So I want to check if my mic is still audible now. We're still good. But, I was thinking about some futons, man. Get rid of the bed. And with the knowledge that I'm definitely moving out of this place, right? Out of the space that I'm in. The moving process, gang. I'm trying to make that nice and simple. Nice and easy, nice and seamless, right? So if you got a whole bunch of like heavy duty equipment, big ass equipment to move, like, bro, here's where my, like, okay, let me expose my what I value, right? My value system. Like I would value doing less work, right? But then still, like, I value doing less work, keeping shit light in terms of mobility, right? But still being able to be aesthetically pleasing with like the reality that I can manifest around me. So my environment, my space, my home. You know what I'm saying? I want that to look good. But then in terms of mobility, because I'm at a point in life where I know I'm gonna move a lot. I'm gonna move a lot, you know what I'm saying? I still like where I'm at, it's not the end all and be all, of course. So that's why with a mindset like mine, it's like, yo, examine your own self, right? With a mindset like mine, it's like having a futon, a little Japanese futon, having because another thing, I know I'm gonna move soon. Having small equipment, bro. Like even when it comes to my PC setup, bro, I only got the tower, and then it's the projector. I'm projecting my screen. I don't want no big ass screens, because where I want to settle in my relaxation point, I would want the big double monitors, the curved joints, please, the curved joints. You know what I'm saying? Have the in my settlement position. You know what I mean? So now I'm even projecting my thing. My little projector, my projector is something like really small. Should I pull it up? It's the small joints, gang. Hold on. project. It's a smart projector. It's a smart projector. Smart. What the hell? Yeah, it's one of these joints. Literally, it's this shit right here. Hold on. This little white joint. This is literally this one. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even smart, bro. Got the shit off of Temu. Facts. Not ashamed of it. You know what I mean? I want to move light, but I still want to get the most out of what I want. Like, it functions, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm projecting the thing. I'm seeing everything clear. It's all good for my needs right now. You see what I'm saying? So the most that I would have to just like carry out is like the tower. It's a little gaming tower and shit like that. Like, that's the most that I carry, and maybe the microphone. Bro, my webcam is literally, y'all know the M.O.S.POD. Look it up, man. Look it up. The M.O.S.POD webcam. It's literally like some small thing. I literally have it clipped onto the ring light, tripod or whatever. Right? Just up and go, gang. That's what I value now, bro. Like, that's what I'm realizing, right? I value that, like, mobility over just like the biggest and baddest stuff and the most sexiest, flashiest. You know what I mean? Because I know, like, I'm not comfortable, right? I want to up and leave easy. So that's my whole thing about minimalism, which is why I'm bringing up the futon thing. You know what I mean? She said something actually really crazy, just to close off my point, bruh. She's doing content. What is it? How to develop your content creation, like type energy, how to grow your YouTube, you know, content expertise type thing. But she got other channels too. I literally bumped into this channel 12 minutes ago, gang. You know, so she moved to Japan as a result. She's minimalist, you know what I'm saying? She don't got no bed in any of the rooms that she's talking about, but you can see a bed setup. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit I thought she was just like laying on it, like taking naps and no, that's really her bed. So I mess with the fact that she's minimalist with it. Let me just go to the point where I was at, like, that inspired this whole. Okay, it's a monologue for me right now, but it's finna be a conversation. You be honest in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But like, in terms of like how you feel about, you know, minimalism, in terms of trying every stone, like not leaving every stone unturned, right? Try everything, even if it means minimalism, because again, with the whole, instead of upscaling your whole, this is at the point that I'm trying to get. So upscaling in order to have more, to, I don't know, bring the maximum joy out of your experience, you can downscale, you can minimalize, you can do the minimalistic thing. But then there's like things that you can literally tap into, like, I don't know, projects. Damn. No, products. I was thinking products and objects, so projects. Whoa, you gotta slow down, gang. No. So there's things that you can like get and gather that can be comfortable, that look good, but are still like minimal, right? Because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? We're not financially what we're supposed to get, so I might as well just like try it at the minimalistic thing, right?
Art was telling me that I could make this work, and I could just tell my story, and I could just share my experiences with people. And what happened is because I hyperfixated on floor futons, Japanese floor futons.
Yeah.
Story for another day. Or just helping people who might have been late diagnosed with autism and ADHD, or feel like something.
Oh yeah, that is another thing. She thinks she is a ADHD diagnosed patient, right? Myself, only in my head, gang. Like, I think I've spotted it in my head, but not formally diagnosed. No, but that's not even a thing of like downplaying anything. It's just like, you know, sometimes, bro, you get to a point where you relate to so much things that maybe somebody who is diagnosed with ADHD, like how your life goes and how their life goes, you can see so many similarities where it's like, bro, is this how it looks like in me? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like verifying anything, but it's just like an internal thing, right? This is me like just confirm. No, I'm not formally diagnosed with ADHD, But you know, I relate with her story is what I'm trying to get at, right? That's why, like, yo, this futon thing really interested me too. Oh my god, why
I'm
did you
here
do
in
that?
Japan
Oh my
because
god.
of YouTube. So
Oh,
shout
it
out to
jumped to the
YouTube.
other
Thank
video.
you, YouTube, wherever you are out there or in there, whatever.
Wait,
Because
that's not the video.
I decided to make content
Oh
on
yeah, it
YouTube.
is. I don't know why it went.
Japanese floor futons.
It jumped to the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. My fault. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Let's continue.
Story for another day. Or just helping people who might have been late diagnosed with autism and ADHD, or feel like something's off and they're already halfway through their life and they feel like they're struggling, they're burnt out, and they don't know what the reason is. I've been able to build a whole channel around that and help people with that. And then I built a third channel about helping people grow on YouTube. I just like collecting channels, I guess. I don't know. All this is to say that you can do anything, because why not? I think I would have more regrets in my life if I didn't. I was starting to regret, actually, because I did quit YouTube for a little bit and I almost didn't come back. But that whole time that I was away from YouTube, I felt like I was missing out. Like that there was a part of me that...
Wait, I swear she said more things about some futons, bro. Get into the futons.
Didn't come back. I'm just so glad. I'm so glad I came back. 2 years ago, I came back to...
Okay, you know what? Y'all can go be encouraged there by her channel there. You know what I'm saying? There's W content. Let me subscribe there myself. So no, my whole thing, I guess that was the only part about futons. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, bright idea. Might as well get into that. Give me some futons so I can be, you know, get into tap into what I value the most. Again, as I said, which is being light on my feet. The whole concept of less baggage. You know what that like extrapolates beautifully into though? It's the concept of baggage within like maybe the soul. You know what I'm saying? Your psychological setup. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, less baggage. It's always easier to deal with that because you can move more. You can move lighter. You know what I'm saying? The less baggage. Oh my god. Thinking of an example real quick. Baggage, bro, like trauma bond exchange experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like getting with folks for the sake of you being scared of, I don't know, you know, having moments of being by yourself sometimes to a point where you rack up a whole bunch of energies that these folks have that are unwanted for you. You see what I'm saying? Now you think like them. Now you're influenced by their bad decisions, all because, you know what I'm saying, you couldn't just sit still for a little bit. That's, to me, that's like racking up some baggage that was unnecessary for you. Now you heavy. You know what I'm saying? Now you heavy. You can't move right. You can't move comfortably because now you have a whole bunch of things that are influencing you. Even like shit like comparison, right? Protect your gaze. That was one thing that So Illuminati would speak on. Shout out to Illuminati. Do your homework on So Illuminati. Do your homework on protecting your gaze, because what you see with your eye, you know what I'm saying, that may be the temptation that like reels you into now you're addicted and obsessed about some you know what I'm saying, you cannot let it go. You rack up a whole bunch of energies and habits because of that stuff, and then now you're stuck. Now it's like now you need a whole bunch of assistance. You know what I'm saying? You need a whole bunch of assistance to just like get through hurdles that whatever it is you're obsessed with may bring. You feel what I'm saying? Less baggage, gang. Less baggage. I know I be going. Alright, Lush. Come on, bro. It ain't weird, right? Be honest and come. It's not weird. Like every thing that I may think about, right? It may be as trivial as what that lady was talking about with the futons. Bro, I may transform into something so deep, like, yo, dog, why are we talking about psychological traumas now? We went from futons to psychological traumas. Bro, it's not about psychological trauma, bro. It's about less baggage. That was just one example, gang. Focus, right? But yeah, less baggage, man. Like that's just where I'm at right now. And I guess obviously this is not a message for the middle-aged folk right out there. Cause y'all supposed to be comfortable by now, having all y'all stuff situated. I'm talking about maybe, you know, the 20s, the maybe late teens. I don't know. I don't know when. Maybe not from 19. I don't know when people move out their houses to go for their own independence. I don't know when they move out their mama's house to go for their own independence, but like maybe yeah, a crowd from 19 to 20 something, I guess. Maybe even 30s, bro. There's people in their 30s still trying to find their feet out there. So shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We a collective. We're a team in this, I guess. Fuck. All that kumbaya ass bullshit. My bad, y'all. Let me get back to the reactions.